flossing. Now, my Wi-Fi has been a bit iffy this week, last couple of weeks, which is why we haven't had any videos online. It's been absolutely crazy. So I'm going to give it a go today, and hopefully we can catch up on some of the readings that need to be done in regards to how you're feeling, what's going on for you maybe. From the Epic Tarot, which is what I was shuffling, some cards have just fallen straight onto the floor, so we'll just pick those up in a second. Just seeing if there was anything else that needed to come out. Doesn't feel like anything else. No, that's it. Okay, let's see. We've got, okay, 3 cards flew out onto the floor. Okay, first card was the 5 of Swords. Okay, so 5 of Swords in this case, quite different from the traditional tarot, from Rider-Waite, Smith, and those similar to Rider-Waite. This one has a man with some created wings, and he's standing on the edge of a cliff, and mentally he's saying, should I, shouldn't I? It's a sense of there's some inner conflict within himself. He knows he's man and can't truly fly. He's created this wings and hoping, like mad, that it will happen. So a sense of this inner conflict within himself, allowing him to decide whether he will or he won't jump off the edge of the cliff, take that risk. There is that mental stuff going on, and there's struggling mentally. You know, he's not even on the edge. He's sort of taken a step back away from the actual edge, and he's sort of looking down, and he's thinking, now, can I do this or can I not? It's a real mental thinking going on, a lot of thoughts, overanalyzing the situation. You know, has he done everything right? Has he, you know, is everything balanced out? Is it supposed to be doing this? All that stuff is going on in his head. So I think that's a really good card for us right now, is to think, you know, should we take that risk? There's a whole lot of stuff going on in our head. We need to just take a breath. We need to find our center. We need to find ourselves that we can actually take a step back, take a moment, take a breath, and overanalyze and make sure that we are where we're supposed to be and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. I think this is a really good card for us right now. The next card that flew out was the Justice card. So legalities, cutting things away from the truth. It's a bit of a throat cut situation going on. I feel like there's a moment of that the truth will prevail. So whatever's going on for you right now, it's even though you're on that edge, you're on that cliff, you've got a whole lot of stuff going through your head, it will hold out. The truth will prevail. There will be, if you whatever path you decide to take, there will be consequences in some way. Whether that consequences will be positive or negative, that's totally up to you as an individual. It's very much about self-expression, expressing who you truly are, allowing yourself to communicate clearly is really, really important as well. So a really, really good card. Okay, we've got here the 7 of Swords here. Now this is quite different than the traditional 7 of Swords, but again, you've got that sense of feeling like something's been taken away from you. You're feeling very small. You know, you need to find a way to find your empowerment again, to be strong and to take back what you feel has been taken from you. This is, again, very much about mental conflicts and what's going on in your head, you know, your perspectives and what you see in the situation. So in your perspective, you may feel that you're being abused, your things aren't quite going the way you want them to, this is not what you envisioned in your life. So it's a sense of trying to get back into the light, trying to get back into the right path in what's really important for you. So to recap, you've got that whole standing on the edge, you've got the mental thoughts and things going through. You know that the truth will prevail in the end. There will be consequences to whatever action you decide to take. So it is about getting back what has been taken from you, finding your inner power, your inner strength to take that path forward where you want to be. Okay, so let's see what the shamanic medicine cards have for us today. Whoa! Okay, so these just flipped. And again, 3 cards pop out. We're in 3s today. 3 about expansion and growth. So spiritually, are we expanding? Are we growing within ourselves? Okay, the 3 cards. First card is the trickster. Talks about challenges. So what challenges do you have in your life right now? What challenges are being thrown into your face or thrown onto your pathway? What challenges are you needing to look at so that you can overcome these challenges so you can actually move forward in life? You see that sense of a bit of healing going on, a sense of your soul, your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is about your identity within who you truly are. So I think that's an important aspect to look at. You know, who are you? How can you overcome these challenges that are being thrown into your path? Okay, card number 2, we look at buried in earth, transference. Now, when you're buried in the earth, this is a tradition that when you're buried in the earth and covered in dirt, even though you're alive, it allows you to connect with the ancestors that have gone before you, allowing you to find knowledge. And that knowledge comes from your ancestors. So they're transferring their knowledge, their wisdom through to you, their solution to the problems. So allowing you, don't necessarily have to do this, of course. This is allowing you to connect with Earth, connect with Mother Earth, go out, spend some quality time, sit, relax, meditate, reflect, and find those answers to those challenges that are going on. What lessons do you need to learn right now? That's pretty good. Okay, so we talk about prayer, which is our hope. So stand with your hands wide apart, facing the sun if you like, or the moon if you're doing lunar energies, but the sun, and allow yourself to pray, to ask for hope, to ask for what lies ahead, what solutions, that you're going to actually find the solutions, believe and trust that the answers are going to come your way with prayer. So it allows you to, how you digest your experiences through all this, gather who you are as a person, have some vitality, some energy, communicate, self-express who you truly are, and notice the healing that lies within you, the healing that's happening as you move through this process. So to recap, we're looking at the challenges that we're being given, the challenges that we've been put into our path. How do we find that solution, find the answers that lie within us, and to give us hope to keep moving forward, to taking that step at a time. So there we have today with the Epic Tarot and the Shamanic Medicine cards. Thank you for being with me today with the Cartes Crossing, and bless.